Anyway, hi, good afternoon. Vanakkam. Namaste. What? Sasyakal, okay. Shishima. Shishima. Dude, I just made that shit up, man. Anyway, my name is Shalini Mohan. I have been a full-time professional musician for the past 2.5 years or so. And before that, I was working with SAP Labs as a software techie. And my primary instrument is the electric bass. I also play the piano, and I've picked up the trumpet as well. And currently, I'm teaching bass and music theory in the Artista Academy of Music in Bangalore. Whew, okay, for the cooler part of the show. Anyway, I've been asked so many times why the electric bass. It is so masculine. And so many people come up and tell me, you are so cool for breaking stereotypes and doing what you do, especially since you're a woman. First of all, I thank them profusely for acknowledging my gender, because most of my bandmates don't. And secondly, I tend to disagree with neither of the statements. For me, breaking the stereotype has never been about doing something different just to be different. It's never been about being a rebel of any form. And it's never been about proving people wrong. For me, breaking a stereotype has mainly been about creating an identity for the one person it matters, that's me. Just to give you a glimpse of where and what I've been doing, or my history and my journey so far, I come from a typically stereotypical lower middle class Tamil Iyer family. We were so Iyer, we are so Iyer. My father is right here. We are so Iyer, he would have named me Mookambeshwari. Can you imagine that? One of the gods he worships every morning. So Mookambeshwari, dude, can you see my nose? Like, it can cover the Grand Canyon. And Mookie means, in Tamil, it means nose. So with a name like Mookambeshwari and called Mookie all my school life, I would have been scarred for years, right? Anyway, education was important, so you can imagine what kind of a school a typical Tamil Iyer Ponnu would have been enrolled in. One of the top-notch Christian institutions around. So every morning, I would be like, my long oiled hair, which was right up till my bottom, believe it or not, and I would smell of incense sticks, and I would wake up to Suprabhatam in my head, and I would rush to school, and I would do the one thing I loved doing the most, sing in the choir for Jesus Christ. So the only thing that made sense in my culturally confused head was music. So I did what any typical family of ours would expect us to do. I studied hard, I got good grades. I was one of the toppers, woo! I enrolled myself in one of the top engineering colleges, and I graduated and I joined Wipro. But by now, music was like, breathing for me, basically. Like, we don't think about the breaths we take every day, right? But we only realize how important breathing is if someone pushes you underwater. So I hadn't understood the gravity of how important music was for me. The first things I did, in fact, when I joined Wipro, I looked out for the in-house Wipro band, and I joined as a backing vocalist. And believe me, this is a true story, all right? 2 days before the first gig the band had, the bassist was absconding. And who did they find? Who was the only scapegoat they found to put that huge bass guitar on? Me. I mean, I'm an Iyer Ponnu. I had seen a veena. I had seen a tanpura. I hadn't even whiffed a guitar before that. And here was this huge 4-string monstrosity that was put on my sambar-fed shoulders, It was heavier than I was. But I fell in love with it. When I played the bass for the first time, it was then I realized that every time I listened to a song, the bass line was the first thing I would naturally hum. So I just, totally fell in love with it. Now I have my Iyer genes, right? So I have to make it academic. So what did I do? I sought out for the best teacher in Bangalore who was responsible for making me the musician I am today. YouTube. And Wipro has... And when you guys graduate and join your IT companies or wherever you are, you know that they have free access to the internet. So I was working, but I was, picking up tutorials and trying to get better at what I do. And I am Iyer, so I wanted certifications. I did my music theory exams online, got my certifications, hung them on my wall for all my cousins to see. So I did get better at what I do. And it was an ideal situation, really. While I was working, by day I was a coder, and by night I would make music. I was lucky enough to collaborate with a lot of well-known musicians back then. And I got to play outside Wipro as well. I gained a lot of experience. I learned tons from people who are really good at what they do back then. And it was getting very convenient for me. So at one point, it just stopped feeling right, this whole double life of, coding by day and making music by night. Whenever I would stand on stage, whether it was in front of 10 people or 1,000 people, it would sink in that this was what I was meant to do. Even if I was in a recording studio, the hours I would spend recording a track made much more sense than most of what I had done in my life. So it was then I realized that this was what I was meant to do with the rest of the time I had. But I had my middle class insecurities like all of us do. So I would set deadlines to myself saying by this date, I would take the leap and see what a full-time professional musician's life would be like. But that deadline kept pushing itself because I started settling into a comfort zone of my own. But then life has this uncanny ability to just smack you in the head when you least expect it. So this is my brother Kaushik, an aspiring musician. His first song on the guitar was Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. He was stabbed by a friend over a very petty fight, and he died instantly. So he didn't have an illness that all of us anticipated an end to. It's like one day, he was having lunch with his near and dear ones, and the next day he was gone. Like one day he was figuring out chords on his guitar, and the next day there was absolutely nothing. So he didn't have a universe anymore where he could contemplate career choices. He had no tomorrow. He had no space where he could have a comfort zone. Everything was just black. So that hit me very hard, actually. So after going through a mourning phase, I did put my papers down. I did take my first step into the life of a full-time musician. I had no clue what it would be like because I have never had a professional life where there was no paycheck at the end of a month. But I did realize I had put in a lot of work on my instrument when I was working as a techie. I had made a lot of contacts. So the minute I did take that step, the opportunity that came to me really helped. And I did the best of whatever I could with every opportunity I got. So coming back to my original point, breaking the stereotype for me has never been about doing something cool or different just for the heck of it. For me, breaking the stereotype is to be able to have my tattoos, not because I'm a cool rocker, as some people might say, or a musician, but because having the Buddha and the eternal knot on my skin reassures me every single day. For me, breaking the stereotype is to have short hair, not because I'm modern or forward. It is because I really can't stand hair on the back of my neck in the summers. It's as simple as that. For me, breaking the stereotype is to spend every day doing what I really want to do for a living, not because I wanted to be a rebel of some form, but because I have worked really hard and I know what has gotten me here. And breaking the stereotype for me is to evolve into my identity every single day. Because I should evolve into an identity I will be comfortable with taking to the grave, basically. So breaking the stereotype is to do something which others might not think obvious. I made the sketch not because I was frustrated or angry. I made the sketch simply because I wanted to draw a man who was frustrated and angry. So do what you want to do, not because other people are going to see you for it, but because you think it's the truest thing that you want to be. So the hardest thing actually for me in my journey was self-belief, which is why the theme of today's event, I believe, is something I really connected with. So for me, breaking the stereotype is to believe, which is to be who you truly want to be and to live your day like there is absolutely no tomorrow. So finally, I would like to say, I can go now. So there's one thing I read which is absolutely beautiful. Mother Nature has spent so much hard work. She's done so much hard work to make each one of us so unique. There's not a single one of you who has even like a semblance of, identical whatever in what makes you. So if she has spent so much work making you unique, why should we put in so much more work and try to slot ourselves into commonalities, So if today somebody asks me, why is it that you picked up the electric bass? I would answer them in the only way I know to be true. I picked up the bass because it exemplifies everything that I am. A bass is an instrument where, when required, it can be laid back, it'll hold a strong groove, and it'll glue the entire band together. I like keeping my families together. And a bass is an instrument when it has something to say, it steps up ahead of all the other instruments, and it can play a blazing solo. So basically, a bass can do anything. And if I put my mind to it, I can do anything. And that's why I play the bass.